The movie starts in Athens, where in a museum a tour guide is talking about Atlas's wand. Although his wand was broken in half, it was as powerful as ever. As he was explaining, two people in soldier attire entered the museum, and made their way to the glass box in which the wand was kept. They approached the glass box and broke it. These were the two daughters of the Greek god Atlas, Calypso and Hesperia. Before the security could catch them, Calypso whispered something in the guard's ear which completely brainwashed him. He started whispering the same to other members. The sisters were surrounded by museum security. Calypso picked some sand and cast a spell. This turned everyone to stone. As the wand was broken, the sisters could not use its powers to the maximum. They were now in search of the man who would mend the wand. Billy Batson aka Shazam was in a session with his therapist. He told him how he was given powers by an old man, who had invited him over to his house. But he had to distribute his powers with his brothers and sisters to be able to fight all the evil that challenged them. Shazam was under a lot of stress as he was trying to keep everyone and everything together while facing backlash from everyone. The doctor told him that he needed serious help but he could not help him as he was just a children's doctor, to which Shazam replied that he had not grown up himself. There was a situation at Philadelphia Bridge. All the brothers and sisters got there and saved as many people as they could. Although they tried their best, but due to lack of discipline and planning, the bridge collapsed. Billy gathered everyone. He wanted to look back at their mistakes and to avoid them in the future. But no one was interested. Billy was being bothered by his age too. Soon he was about to turn 18 and he would have to leave his orphanage. On the other hand, the two sisters visited an elderly wizard. It was Shazam who was imprisoned in the immortal realm. He was the only one who could repair the staff. This wand was the only thing that separated the gods from the human world. Calypso hypnotized Shazam, forcing him to mend the wand. He came back to his senses and tried to grab it, but could only scratch it. Later, he extracted a speck of wood that was stuck under his nail and used it to contact Shazam and ask for his help. Shazam was dreaming about being on a date with Wonder Woman when he was interrupted by this message. He warned him regarding the upcoming chaos. Billy visited his brother Freddie who was hanging out with Anthea, a new girl at school. Billy called him to a corner and explained this dream to him. Freddie suggested that they should gather everyone and discuss the next steps. Everyone gathered at the Rock of Eternity. The Greek gods like Solomon, Zeus, Atlas, Mercury and Achilles used to enter the mortal realm and dominate the human world. Atlas had created a wand from the Tree of Life and used it to absorb powers from anywhere. When the wizards found out about this, they took the wand and trapped the gods in the immortal realm. This wand was the only barrier between the mortal and immortal world. It was split in half by Billy earlier, and was brought back to its shape again by the two sisters. They entered a secret library that had answers to their questions and recorded history regarding everything. They got to know that Atlas has 3 daughters, each having different powers. On the other hand, Anthea and Freddie were hanging out. Freddie boasted that he knows all the members of Shazam family and to prove it he came back in his superhero form. While they were talking, Calypso and Hesperia found them. They used the staff to extract all his powers. The superhero fell down as Freddie. He tried to escape but Anthea, who was the third sister, turned the building upside down, causing Freddie to get trapped. When Billy and others got there, Calypso warned them to stay back, otherwise they would kill Freddie. They left Earth and arrived in the world of gods. They imprisoned Freddie with the elder Shazam, and later tortured him for the location of his other brothers and sisters. In the mortal realm, meaning on Earth, Shazam and others decided to approach the sisters by making a deal. They would ask for Freddie in exchange of Shazam. They sent the sisters this letter. Hesperia, who was the oldest, decided to go through with this deal. She met them but got taken as bait instead. They imprisoned her, thinking they would blackmail the other sisters, but this plan had an adverse effect. Hesperia had found the black apple in Rock of Eternity, and had brought it along with her to Immortal World. This apple was planted to bring peace and happiness to the human world, Hesperia wanted to use it for their own world. Billy had followed Hesperia. He helped Freddy and escaped that realm along with the apple. Calypso was tired of all the talking and wanted to do real damage. She summoned her dragon and broke into Billy's house, taking the golden apple from him. She decided to plant the apple in a stadium. The branches and roots of the apple tree started laying eggs, from which ugly creatures emerged, they starting killing humans and destroying everything in their path. Everything was a wreck. Billy started doubting himself. He asked the elder wizard to take away his powers as he could not defend the city and people. The wizard told him that he spent millions of years looking for a perfect match to the powers. When he found Billy, he was satisfied with his choice. He said that he was worthy of the powers and was capable to defeating anyone. This motivated Billy. Hesperia was not in favor of all the destruction that was caused when she confronted her sister about it. Calypso killed her by stabbing her with her dragon's tail. She also took away the powers of her youngest sister Anthea. When Shazam attacked Calypso, the staff absorbed all his powers. He deduced a plan. If the wand absorbs a lot of power, it might destroy itself along with the tree of life. He gathered his brothers and sisters to use their powers too. Next, Billy visits Hesperia. He asked her for a favor to help destroy Calypso and she agreed. Then, he snatched the wand from Calypso and took her to the tree where the apple was planted. The shield that Calypso had created also started to shrink. This was done by Hesperia's help. Now it was just covering the stadium that included the dragon and all the other creatures. Freddy pleaded Billy to get away from there. His life was under danger, but Billy had to finish what he had started. The dragon attacked Billy with his lightning strikes and Billy absorbed them into the staff. At the end, Billy guided the dragon to the tree and shouted Shazam. This brought in all the superpowers from his brothers and sisters, causing the wand to finally break. Calypso, the dragon, and the tree all get destroyed along with the shield Hesperia had created. In the black smoke, Billy's family tried finding him. He was also dead. They took him to the realm of the gods to bury him. The only way to bring him back was if an actual god held the wand. Suddenly, Wonder Woman appeared. She held the wand with both hands and hit it on the floor, causing Billy to come back to life. All the brothers and sisters also got their superpowers back. After a few days, they were all having lunch when Shazam visited them with the staff. He told them that he was going to put it away, for good. Someplace no one could find it. And this is how the movie ends. This was the complete breakdown of the latest movie Shazam, Fury of the Gods.